Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now time for the best real estate podcast online. It is time for Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live with Mike and Dave Elkins, presented by Elite Realty Group.
Today, here's what we're talking about. We're going to talk about how to price, how people need to go about pricing your home correctly in today's real estate market. Now, we are in here in the Lakeway area, we're in a very, very competitive market. All right?
Absolutely.
It's very competitive. Again, houses are selling in hours and days versus months and years now. So, but we tell everybody, okay, there's two things that sell houses. All right, two things. Again, your house is what it is, but there's two things that are selling them. It's marketing. You got to have great marketing on your house. People have to know it's for sale.
Right.
All right. But the second thing in that's selling houses today in this market is the price. We live in the information age. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
People with their phones, with the internet, with Zillow, with all these people telling you everything you can think of. We're in the information society. So, you know, it just, people are going to want to make sure before they put an offer in on your house that you're not trying to price gouge, that you're just not way out in left field somewhere, that you've got this thing priced right. So we're going to give you today the tips of what you can do and what you really need to do to get your home priced correctly in today's real estate market. I would say, and see if you agree with this, I would say that when homes don't sell, you know, they expire, put them on the market, they don't sell, I would say this is probably the number one reason why. Would you think so? Not being priced right?
Right. It usually always comes back to price.
Most of the time. Most of the time it usually comes back to price. Now, what we're going to show you today, it takes your opinions out of it, takes your heart out of it. I'm more attached to my house than you are. It's my house. I love it.
Yep.
It's going to be worth more to me than anybody. It's been my home. I've raised my kids there. I've made memories there. So it's going to be worth more to me than anyone. However, when getting it priced correctly, you got to look at some things and take your heart out of it. So we're going to look at those things today. So how to get your home priced correctly in today's real estate market, you need to look at three different major things. Now again, just as we said last week, these are our opinions.
Right.
There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? That's the old saying. There's many, many ways you can go about getting your house priced right. We're just going to give you some tips. This isn't legal information.
No,
we're not legal experts. We're realtors.
We wish we was legal sometimes.
Oh yeah, sometimes I wish that we could do those kind of things, but we're not. But we're just going to give you some tips and information today. If you want to verify any of this, go to your own legal counsel, and they will verify to you what we're telling you is correct. So the first thing you want to do is you've got to find out exactly what you're going to be going up against when you price your house. We tell people you want to look at three different areas. You want to look at what's actively on the market for sale, okay? Right. Because there's your competition. You want to look at what's sold around you, and around you being the key point. But you also want to look at the expired market. All right? You want to look at those three different areas of the market. The market's going to give us some history. The market's going to tell us a story.
They tell us truth.
It's going to give us the truth. It takes mine and your heart and our feelings and all that good stuff. Right. It takes that away, okay? So it's going to give us some information. Now, for example, if you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on the east side of Morristown, west side of Morristown, Jefferson County, doesn't matter. You want to also look for the same type of homes, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, as close to yours. If you've got a 1,500 square foot house, look for houses 1,300 square foot to 1,700 square foot. Let yours fit in the middle. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Look at like houses. Brick, look for brick.
Apples to apples.
Apples to apples. That's the best way to do it. So you want to look for like quality houses. So again, the first little avenue you want to look at is the active houses. Why do we look at the active houses? Why would we look at that?
You want to know what your competition is.
We're in competition.
That's right.
Could you believe that? We're in competition. Not only is your house going to be listed for sale, but I think in our market right now, on our board, there's over 2,000 pieces of real estate somewhere near that area. There's over 2,000 pieces of real estate that are for sale right now. So you are in competition.
Yeah.
You've got to make sure, again, that you're fitting in there where everybody else is. So you look at the active market. Because, again, you don't want to be the most highest priced house in the neighborhood.
No, you
right?
don't want, no.
You don't want to be the lowest house price in the neighborhood. You want to fit in there somewhere, again, to where you're going to get the best top dollar for your house, but you're not going to shortcut yourself.
Yeah.
You want to get as much as you can, right? So you don't want to shortcut, but you also don't want to be so high priced that people ain't even coming.
Right, like you said, with today is the way things are with, internet, Zillow, stuff like that. I mean, they know everything before they ever get, a lot of times they know before they get to us, they know more than we do about the house.
Yeah.
They've already done their research on it.
Yes.
They know homework. They know that the house 2 doors down, is 40 square feet more than yours.
Yes.
Why is it priced $10?
That's right.
$1,000.
Why is it less?
Yeah.
They got to justify that because again, most people are looking for neighborhoods and area, location. So it ain't that they're married to your house,
right?
But they're looking for again that deal. The other thing you got to think about: this house has got to appraise.
Exactly.
They're going to be if there's a loan on the house, there's going to be an appraiser come out, and so you may throw your price up there and get this astronomical amount.
Yeah.
Somebody may come by and get that. But when the appraiser comes out, if there's a loan on it, you're going to get shut down right there. So again, this is why you want to do these things prior to. Look at this information prior to putting your house on the market. Another reason why it's important to get your house priced right out of the gate. When do you think your home gets the most publicity?
Immediately. Yeah, that's why I tell people, that's why you got to have pictures right.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have all your ducks in a row whenever this thing hits the market, because I'd say your first
30 days.
Yeah.
It's 30 days.
Yeah.
Your first 30 days, that's when it's going to get its most exposure. All right. It's going to be new online. It's going to show up as new, hot, all those kind of things. That's when everybody's going to look at it. If you ain't got something in 30 days, you better make some adjustments because something went wrong somewhere. Again, 2 things, price and marketing. So there's something wrong in one of those 2 places. So look at the active market. All right. Look at the active markets. Look at homes that are comparable, apples to yours, and see where your house fits in that slot. See where it fits in. Now, if you've got the most expensive house in the neighborhood, it's okay.
Yeah.
Price it that way. But don't just look at it and say, well, mine's better than the neighbor's house.
That's what I'm going to say. We go back to this neighbor comparison.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Unless you're really good friends with the neighbors and you go in there, you don't know about the neighbor's house. You just know it's in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, and so again, the other thing you got to keep in mind here: just because the neighbor's house is priced that way doesn't mean it's right.
Don't mean if it ain't sold, you don't want to compare them.
We're going to look at just in a minute why you need to look at the sold market, and so that's going to really tell us a story. But active's where you want to start.
Right.
This is just a marketing point. Okay, we're getting at a marketing price where we want to start marketing our house, because we all know this. What happens in most offers of real estate? They put in an offer, and is it the price that you ask, or are they dropping you?
Well, they want you to drop.
They want you to drop. So you got to start higher than you finish. All right. I will tell you this: homes are selling in the Lakeway area for about 4 to 6% less than the original marketing price, and that's for another show, another day. But keep that in mind.
Because there's factors that go into that.
Absolutely. Keep that in mind when you're pricing your house. This is a big deal. It's a big deal getting this done. That's why one of the questions we get most of: how do I do this? How do I price my house? Now, we go back to last week's show. First thing you need to do, get you a good realtor. A good realtor's going to do this for you. Exactly. And another thing, most of them will do this for free. I know we do in our office. It's free. It's called a free CMA. You probably got letters in the mail. You've probably seen it before. It's free. Okay? Take advantage of that. Let them help you get the data. You can go online and get this data. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'm actually going to post in our comments right now how they can go in there and get a free CMA. So I'll post that.
Do that. So we'll post that online. You can go there and get you a free CMA, see what your house is worth. Hey, the markets went up. Prices went up lately. So you may be able to get more now than you could. I know you can just a couple years ago. So you want to look at the active market. All right, that's where you want to start, because that's going to tell us where our starting point is. The second area and avenue that you want to look at when you're getting your house priced correctly in today's real estate market is you want to look at the sold market. All right? You want to look at this. Now, why do you want to look at the solds?
Because that's what's working.
That's telling us the truth. All right? Active's going to tell us where we're going to start, but sold's going to tell us where we need to be prepared that an offer's probably going to be coming in somewhere around this area. But you do the same thing. apples to apples, areas to areas, all right? Like quality houses to like quality houses. You want to stay in those same areas. Look at actives, look at solds, all right? Because again, sold's going to tell you where you should be able to think about getting that offer, all right? That offer is going to come in somewhere in that range. This is going to give you the information and let you know, hey, do I want to move forward? Right. Am I going to be putting enough money in my pocket for my down payment on my next house? Am I going to be getting enough out of this? That's what the solds are going to tell us. Now, is this a know-all, end-all? No. This just gives us, again, a marketing area, somewhere where we know it's going to be somewhere in this range. The good thing about it is, you start it and you end it, all right? The client, the seller, they're in total control of these negotiation processes. If it doesn't come back the way you like it, if the price ain't what they want, don't accept the deal, all right? You get what you want or don't accept the deal. We're just telling you how to get this thing priced right, okay? How you go about getting your house. So you look at the actives, you look at the solds, and the third area that you want to look at is, and most people mess up on this part because they don't look at this area. They don't look in this part of it, all right? You look at the expired market. Now, here's why we look at that. The expired market people have already messed up, all right? We know, again, from stats and history, and take advantage of that. We know, again, where not to go because these people have already went there before and it didn't work out.
Right.
It worked out for the solds, so we definitely want to be in their neck of the woods, right? We definitely want to be in the areas that they were in because it worked out. The actives start us, the solds tell us where we're going to be, the expireds tell us we don't want to go there.
Yeah.
We thank each and every one of you for listening to today's podcast. Tune in for future episodes by subscribing to our channel and get the latest and greatest real estate information right here on Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by Elite Realty Group. Until next time, have a great and blessed day.